But anywho, let's start as we usually do. Let's get some breathing in. Let's settle in. So find a comfortable sitting position, whatever that means for you. So lengthen your spine, sit up nice and tall, and we'll take 3 centering breaths together. So let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Begin to relax, let your shoulders drop. Once again, breathe in, feel your chest expand. And if you haven't already, feel free to close your eyes as you breathe out, settling in. All right, last one together. Let's breathe in. Nice deep in breath. And as you breathe out, become even more planted on your mat or your soft surface. All right, you can resume a normal breathing pattern. And I want you to find where your breath is strongest for you, whether that's your nostrils or your lips. It can even be your chest or your belly. Just see how that feels. Whether that's the cold air as it comes in your nostrils, or as it's your warm breath as you breathe out. Okay. And the whole point of using your breath is it's your anchor point. It's trying something to come back to. If you get lost in thought, you hear sounds around you, that's perfectly good. Just notice that and come back to the present moment, come back to right now, come back to the breath. Okay, and remember it's practice. So for me, I'm hearing other people as they get up and I notice that. And then I just come back to us, come back to my breath. All right, so I want everyone to take one last deep breath. And when you hear the singing bowl being played, slowly open up your eyes, readjust the light. So let's breathe in, really straighten up your spine. Then let's open up our eyes. I'll hop off my block. And then we'll start with a nice spine release. So let's take that right palm and plant it on the left knee. And plant the left hand behind you and just turn counterclockwise. And turn your chin into that left shoulder, looking behind you. Okay, feel that neck release as the spine releases. And as you exhale, unwind, come back to center. And let's get the other side. Ooh, my back feels a little funky today. All right. So we're pressing into that right knee, pressing into the floor behind us. And we're looking at what's behind us, seeing how far we can reach the head, or rather the gaze. And let's take one deep breath here. And as you release, slowly unwind, come back to center. And then let's get our seated side stretch. So let's bring the hands up, really reach for the ceiling. And I'm going to start on my right side today. So planting my right palm on the mat. And Keeping your sit bones planted as you reach the upper right hand corner of the room with the left arm. Feeling the stretch all the way down your left side. All right, and then let's bring that right hand back up to the top. And let's come down the left side, planting the left palm, reaching with those fingertips towards the corner of the room. If you can come down to your forearm or your elbow, great. Just use that left arm and play with that distance. See what works best for you. And then let's bring that left arm back up to the top. And then bring the hands back to center. Let's get our inner thighs. So bring the soles of the feet together in front of you, drawing in your heels. And then just lean forward. Okay, bend at the waist like a hinge, keeping the back straight for now. Ooh, letting those knees drop, feeling those inner thighs. Okay, and then round out your back, reach on the floor in front of you, or maybe crawl with your fingers, slide those fingers forward, and getting a little more out of that stretch. Whew. And then let's sit on up and then bring in those knees. We're going to stand up and get our hamstrings. Ooh, my bones are cracking. All right, nice wide stance, toes facing forward, legs as straight as you can be. And then let's start by reaching up for the ceiling. And then we're going to swan dive forward, nice and gentle, until we're down, 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 and fold the forearms. You can either just rest your forehead on your forearms if that feels good. If you want a little more, just come left and right. Just swaying side to side. Okay. You can stay there if you want, but I'm going to clasp my fingertips behind me and raise the fingertips towards the ceiling, add a little shoulder action. As we're continuing to stretch the hamstrings. Right? And if you join me there, let's release the hands back down to the floor. Let's plant the right palm on the floor as we turn the left arm towards the ceiling, opening up our chest, reaching for the ceiling with the left fingertips. All right, and let's bring the left arm back down and switch palms. That left palm is on the floor, the right fingertips are pointed, reaching for the ceiling, opening up on the right side. All right, give me one last reach with those right fingertips and bring the right hand back down. Okay, and a slow 10 count. We're gonna let our arms and our head dangle. We're gonna straighten up our body. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. You can stand straight up. Woo. Hello, hamstrings. All right, let's get our necks. So let's chicken wing on the right side, grabbing our left wrist just behind our back, and dropping the head down. to the chicken wing side. Feeling the base of the neck release. And then gently roll your head back so you can look up. And then just roll your head forward, looking down at the ground. Okay. And then let's release this side. Let's get the other side. So making a chicken wing on the left side, dropping the head down. Noticing where the stretch in our neck is. And let's roll the head forward. Just start on this side. Okay, feeling that at the back of the neck. And let's turn and look up. Ooh. All right, and then come back to the neutral position and back to center. Okay, let's get a quick shoulder stretch. I'm gonna start my left, so left arm across the top of the chest. Either put your hand across your shoulder or go for the T-lock. Just pull gently. Whew. And then let's release the left side. Let's get the right arm across the top. I know it's only December, but I'm already wishing it was June. It is quite chilly in this room. Don't like it. All right, let's let go of that right arm. Let's get our left arm behind the head, gently pulling on the left elbow, feeling the left tricep. I'm just gonna lean over to my right, get a little bonus side stretch, get a little 2-4-1. And then standing straight up, I'm gonna switch sides. So I'm pulling my right elbow and then leaning over to the left. All right, and then straightening back up, releasing that right arm. Let's go back to the lower half of our body. Let's get a split leg hamstring stretch. So my left leg is out in front, my left toes are facing forward, my heels are in line. I'm gonna bring my arms up and then swan dive over my straight left leg, supporting myself with my hands on the floor or my hands on my leg. And let's turn the right hip, drive it down to the left ankle. Ooh, feeling that little pinch in the left hamstring. Okay, remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. I tell you because I just did. Oops. All right, let's bend the front knee and then come on up and switch legs. So the right leg is out in front and your left toes are slightly cockeyed. And then the arms are back up top. And then let's swan dive over that straight right leg. Whew. And while we're in this position, a fact I noticed about myself is I speak in italics frequently, at least one or two words in my sentences. I don't know why I thought that was interesting. Italics, emphasis. Anyhow, let's bend that right knee and come on up. Ooh, hello. All right, I'm gonna face away from my door this week, and I'm gonna come towards the front of my mat. Let's get some moving options in. So feet and legs together, standing up nice and tall. Let's bring the arms up top. We're gonna do 2 practice swan dives just to warm up. So come on down reaching for the ground, reaching for the toes. That's coming up to flat back, resting the hands of the knees or the shins. And then rounding at the back, getting a little bit lower. And then we're going to head up, eyes up, reverse swan dive until our hands are at the very top. That's one. Let's swan dive. Come on down. And then up to flat back. And then bending the back once again, reaching down, and then eyes up, reverse swan dive. And then let's start. So swan dive down. Our hamstrings are starting to feel pretty good now. Up to flat back. And as you exhale, come on down, plant both hands on the mat, step or jump back to plank. And we're going to chaturanga, lower ourselves down, and then come into upward dog. Trying to get off the thighs, get off the legs, just on the tops of the feet. Oof. And then come back to plank, adding in a push up here if you'd like, as we work our way into downward dog. Okay, make sure those fingertips are spread evenly, pushing the floor away, getting those calves. And in the first downward dog of the day, let's bend the left knee and drive the right heel down. We're just going to alternate bicycling the legs as we focus on each calf individually. And then switch side. We're going to bend the right knee, drive the left heel down. Okay, switch sides. Let's do 3 times each side today. Maybe admire your calf muscles, your thigh muscles. Switching sides back to the left. That's how I keep myself somewhat entertained when I stretch. I'm like, damn, Joseph, good job. And back. Okay, this is the last time on just the right side. Someone's going to tell me. Otherwise, no one tells me. All right, back to the left. Things I say to myself. All right, straighten both legs. Now we're going to bring both feet together. Starting with the right side, let's float the right heel up into the air, opening up that hip briefly. And then let's swing it on through and plant that right foot in front of you. And then let's bring the arms and torso up for crescent pose. Okay, that back heel is up and off the ground. That back leg should be straight. You should feel that little pinch in the left hip. Ooh, hello. Okay, make sure that front knee is tracking over that front ankle. And let's bring the hands down to namaste at your heart. We're going to transition into prayer twist, pressing the left elbow into the right knee. We're stacking those hands. Right elbow is pointed up towards the ceiling. Maybe stare at something stationary. Help keep your balance, keep you stable. All right. And then come back, bring the hands back up momentarily. And as you exhale, bring the hands and arms back down, plant both hands. Bring that right leg back to plank and chaturanga down into upward dog. And back to plank. Give me a push up here. Make your way back to downward dog. And then let's get the left side. So feet and legs together. Float that left heel up into the air. And let's swing it on through and plant it in front of us as we come into crescent pose on the left. Hello, right hip. Clearly, I skipped yoga the last 2 weeks. Yikes. Oh my. All right, I'm going to drive that back heel down to the mat, down to the floor, and bring the hands back to heart center. And let's come into prayer twist on the left. Okay, if you want, you can press down on that right hand. So you can press your right elbow into your knee, creating a nice foundation. All right, we're gonna exit in 3, 2, 1. Let's bring both arms back up into the air. And then exhale, come back down, plant both hands on either side of that left foot. Okay, come back to plank and let's chaturanga down to our upward dog. Back to plank, adding in a push-up if you like. Back to downward dog. And let's do our warrior sequence. So we're back to the right side, feet and legs together, floating the right heel up into the air. And let's swing it on through. Plant the right foot in front of us. And as the arms come up, that back heel comes down for warrior 1. And then let's do arms front and back for warrior 2. And remember, for warrior 2, you want your hips to be 90 degrees from the mat. Your shoulders are right above your hips. Just add the arms and turn the chin forward. And let's do a reverse warrior. So gently plant the left hand, the back leg. The right arm reaches way behind us, up and over. That right side's feeling nice little stretch. And then back to warrior 2. Okay, and from here, I want everyone to straighten their front leg. We're gonna do this version of the triangle pose. I want everyone to reach with their right hand as far forward as they can. And when they can't reach, we can't reach anymore, lower that right hand down. And either put it on, get it on the floor or on your leg. The left hand reaches up. Okay, we're feeling that stretch in our right hamstring. Breathing. All right. And then let's pop back up, back into warrior 2. So let's bend that front leg, come back down into it. And we're going to reverse that entire sequence. So let's come back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. Let's swing that left arm forward and up for warrior 1. And then let's bring the arms back down. That back heel comes up, plant both palms, right leg comes back, and let's chaturanga down to our upward dog. Back to plank, and push up here, back to down dog. And then we're going to repeat that on the left side. So feet and legs together, floating the left heel up into the air. And swinging the left leg through, planting in front of us. Come up into warrior 1. And once again, checking that front knee, make sure it's tracking over the front ankle and not the toes. Okay, rotate the arms back and forth, or I'm sorry, forward and back for warrior 2. And let's dip back into reverse warrior. Putting a little bit of weight in the back leg, but not all of your weight. Okay, back to warrior 2. Remember, from here, we're going to straighten that front leg and then reach forward, 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 forward. You can't reach anymore. Lower that left hand down. The right fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. Opening up that right shoulder and your chest as much as you can rotate. Okay, play with that distance. We're going to hold it for another 3, 2, 1. Let's pop back up into warrior 2. Bending the front knee. We're going to undo it. So back to reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. And then swing that right arm forward and up for warrior one. And then as you bring the arms and torso down, that back heel comes up. Plant both hands. Left leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into our upward dog. Okay, back to plank. Add a push up if you like. Into downward dog. Ooh. All right. And from here, look at the space in between your hands. On the count of three, we're going to step our feet there and come transition straight into chair pose. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to slowly step up. Feet come together, my butt comes down, arms come up. Okay, make a straight line from your bottom all the way up through your torso to your fingertips. Palms are facing one another. And we're just holding that chair pose. All right, we're going to straighten up in 3, 2, 1. Slowly straighten up your body, keeping the arms up in the air. Get off the heels. I'm going to turn towards everyone so you don't just get a side profile. Ooh. Feel those calves. Give me one last nice reach here. And gently exhale, you lower the heels back down. Hands come to namaste. We're going to go into twisting chair pose on the right. Pressing the left elbow into the right knee. And if you notice that your butt's in the air, see if you can lower it down a little more. Let's work it. Whew. All right, and then back to center. Then slowly straighten up your body once again onto the toes. Fingertips are reaching for the ceiling. All right. And then we're going to gently lower ourselves back down. Our hands come back to heart center. And into twisting chair pose on the left. All right. And then back to center. And we're going to straighten up our bodies for a third and final time. Back onto the toes. Letting the stabilizer muscles in our calves get to work once again. Ooh. All right. And then gently lower yourself back down. Lower the arms. All right. I think I skipped this earlier, but we're going to go into Malasana. So find a nice medium stance. Toes are facing out about 45 degrees. Start with your hands in the center if you'd like, but slowly lower yourself down towards the earth, keeping the head and chest up the best you can. Okay, play with that distance. If you want, you can even get the elbows into the inner the knees and give yourself a gentle push. If you want, totally optional. Woo. Good morning to us and our legs and whatever muscle it is. There are many things working. Not many things happy, but many things working. All right, let's take one deep breath together, everyone. Let's breathe in. And as you breathe out, just put your hands on your legs and support yourself as you come on out. Ooh. All right. All right, let's do tree. And we're going to take a quick water break. I think in the water, but that's okay. I'm gonna start my left side. So that's got 98% of our weight on our left foot, left leg. Let's bring in the right foot, stack it somewhere in your left leg. Okay, wherever works for you. We're gonna add the arms, either reaching up into the air, wherever it's more comfortable for you. You can even leave them at heart center. Whew. Oh, nice recovery, Arisa. Nice work, nice work. All right. I'm going to take one deep breath here. And as you exhale, gently bring out that right leg. I'm going to shake out the left ankle. And we're going to get 98% of our weight on our right leg, right foot. As we slowly bring in the left foot. Adding the arms. Whew. Continuing to breathe. Shaking on the side. All right, let's take one last breath on this side. So let's breathe in. And as you exhale, let's release the left side. Whew. Shake out the right ankle. We're about halfway, so let's do a quick 45-second water break. All right, and we're live. What should we do? Let's do, I usually do tree after the water break. Let's sit. I'm gonna face my door. We're gonna start with table. And my sequence is all off. Clearly my autopilot works and the sequence is off. I don't know what to do. All right, so let's plant the palms behind us, plant the soles of the feet in front of us, and let's prop ourselves up, pushing our pelvises towards the ceiling. Oof. All right, letting the head drop back. See if you can even push your chest, open up your chest. Say hello to the shoulders. Oof. Give me one last push, getting the pelvis up as high as you can towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, gently come back down, lie down on your back. You can keep your feet and legs where they are. We're going to do bridge. So clasp your hands underneath you as you roll onto your shoulders. We're going to push the floor away with our feet and our heels, or rather your whole foot, not just your heel. Okay, really feeling the glutes, feeling those hamstrings. Whew. And that's one vertebra at a time. Gently lower yourself, control it as you come back down. Nice and easy. Ooh. And then let's get our glutes next. So keeping the right foot planted on the mat, bring the left ankle onto the right knee, make a figure four, and then grab and hold on to either the right shin or the right hamstring, whatever's comfortable for you. Feeling the left glute engage. I want to do 3 breaths as we usually do here. And then with each out breath, I want you to relax, breathe into where you're feeling the left glute. Get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So let's breathe in. A nice long out breath. Okay, like you're blowing out a birthday cake. One. Let's breathe into the nose and out the mouth. Okay, last breath on the this side. Let's breathe in and release. Whew. All right, let's let go of that right shin. Let's bring that left foot, left leg back down to the mat. We're gonna bring the right ankle onto the left knee, and then grabbing, reaching, pulling that left leg in. Ooh. Saying hello to our right glute. We're going to do 3 extended breaths here. So let's breathe into the nose and out the mouth. Okay, number 2, let's breathe in and release. Last breath, let's breathe in and exhale. Oh, your glutes are thanking you. All right, let's release both legs. We're going to stand our backs for happy baby. So both legs come up into the air. Your arms are the inside parts of your legs, but then you grab the outside parts of your feet, pulling in the knees towards your underarms. Okay, and once you're in position, gently rock left to right, right to left. Massage your spine against your mat. Whatever soft surface you have. Ooh. All right, you can release your leg. You want to sit back up. I'm back. Sorry about that. My Zoom decided to restart itself.
Oh,
I did
okay,
nothing. No, I'm still here.
good. I had just sent you a message.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, good,
So,
good. All right.
all right. We're resuming. That was fun. Thanks, technology. All right, left leg is out in front. You're gonna bring in your right heel toward your soft tissue. You're gonna flex the foot so your toes are facing the ceiling. Add the arms up top, make yourself into an L, and gently come on down, making sure the back of the left knee is down on the mat, down on the floor. Ooh. Okay. See how low you can get with each out breath. Get a little bit lower, a little deeper into the stretch. Okay, give me one last deep stretch here. Get as low as you can. And then release. Come back up. And then switch legs. So your right leg is out in front. Your right toes are facing the ceiling. Adding the arms up top. And coming back down. Ooh. Side is a little bit tighter for me today. Yeah, imagine there's a string from the top of your head and it touches your toe, and you're trying to shorten the length of that string as much as you can, getting as deep in the stretch as possible. All right, and then gently release. Okay, and since we did both sides individually, we're going to do both sides together now. So want your feet and legs together, your toes, shins, knees, thighs touching. Once again, we're flexing the feet. Add the arms, and then exhale as you come on forward. I think I'm going to go over the toe variation today. Okay, but if you're on your shins or somewhere on your legs, just see how far you can extend down toward your toes. Whew. Okay, remember, don't hold your breath. I know I say it frequently. With each out breath, just get a little bit deeper, focusing on where you feel the stretch the most. All right, and let's release our hamstrings. We're gonna come into pigeon next. So come back into a push-up position or plank position. And I'm gonna start with my right foot. So bringing my right foot and planting it behind my left wrist. I'm gonna lower both knees down. Okay, holding myself up with my palms, untucking the back toes, back foot, and then just playing with that distance, playing with your body. That sounded weird, but I'll focus on that. Okay, see how low you can get, feel that stretch in your right leg, and then lower yourself down to wherever is comfortable. We're going to stay here for the next 30 seconds or so. So continue to breathe. Find wherever is comfortable for you. Oh. And we're got about 10 seconds left, and then we'll add the quad stretch. All right. And then wherever you are, plant both palms down on the mat, keeping the right one where it is, and then let's reach back with our left arm, pulling in the left heel towards our bottom, feeling the left quad stretch. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. All right. Give me one last deep in breath here. And as you exhale, let's pull the left leg in a little bit more. And then release the left leg back down. Let's plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And let's bring the left foot behind the right wrist and drop both knees down. Untuck the back toes, back foot. Once again, finding that position that works best for you so you can feel the stretch. Kind of in that glute, your left hip. Ooh. You can lower yourself down to your elbows and your forearms. Ooh. All right, let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's plant both palms on the mat. Let's reach back, pulling in on the right heel and right foot this time. Feeling the right quad engage. I think I just said left, but I meant to say right. And still breathing, still pulling. And then just like the other side, we're going to take one last breath. So let's breathe in through the nose. And then as you exhale, give me one last pull. Ooh, really get that right quad going. And then let's release the right leg. Hello. Ugh. All right. And I want everyone to sit back down and face the camera. Let's get some more hip action. So you can lean back a little bit. Your legs are, or your feet are planted in front of you. And then just let's do some knee drops. I actually don't know the name of this one. We're just going to alternate. Okay. Find what works best for you. You can even hold it on one side if one side's feeling a little tight.
The very non-yoga name for this is windshield wipers.
I'm gonna call it windshield wipers from now on. I like that. Oh,
I have to do the or hip flossing, but I do this for my hips a lot.
I was gonna say I think my windshield wiper fluid is low. I'm not feeling so lubricated here. You know, when you try to wash your windows and all you hear is rubber on glass, and you're like, "Ooh, that's dry."
Eee, eee.
Ugh. All right, let's do one more time on each side. Back to neutral. Let's get one more for the hips. So we're gonna get on our knees. Okay, I want to start my right side, so or rather my left side. So the plant your right foot in front of you. I want two nice 90 degrees at your knees. Okay, and then rotate. Don't push your butt forward, but rotate your butt forward. You should feel that pinch in the left hip. Okay, let's pull on the hip from the top and the bottom. So reach the left arm up. Ooh, And you can rest your right hand on your right knee. And then if you want to take it a step further, take that left hand and reach over your head. Okay, kind of like the side stretch we did earlier. Really feeling that left hip flexor. Ugh. And coming back to neutral, you drop that left arm. Ooh. And let's switch sides. Ugh. Whew. So here, I'll rotate so I'm not facing away from you. So 290 degrees, rotate forward. Ooh, feeling that right hip. I'm going to add the right arm, reaching over my head towards my left. Listening to my cat's fight or something. A lot of meowing happening right now. Whew. All right. And then we can lower right hand down. Let's get one for the inner thighs. So from that same position, just turn the right knee behind you. And then what we're going to do is as you push your hips forward, you're also going to lean towards your left. I think this one's for the adductors. I don't know, but there's a lot going on in this region of my body, my legs. I like it, but I don't. Okay, remember as you lean towards your left, you also want to push your hips forward. And then let's come on up to neutral and switch sides. So you're on your left knee, your right toes are facing to the right. And we're going to lean to the right as we push our hips forward. And this will be the last major one of the day. And then we'll go into our closing sequence. All right. And then come back up. And we're going to sit down on our heels as we get ready for child's pose. So your knees can be about as wide as your mat. Sitting up nice and tall here. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach forward, come down onto the mat. Resting either your forehead or your temple on your mat. I'm going to add a nice bonus side stretch. So take that right hand and reach out to the right and stack our left hand over the top of our right. Feeling the stretch from our hip all the way up to our fingertips. Okay. And then let's bring our arms and body back to center. And then let's get the left side. So stick your left arm out to the left a bit. Stack our right hand over our left. Feeling the stretch on our right side. And then come back to neutral. Enjoy this little stretch here. And I even feel this in my inner thighs. Ugh. All right. And as you exhale, come forward and turn around, get on your back as we come into Shavasana or corpse pose. Okay, you can close your eyes here, do a body check, see how you feel from head to toe. Just analyze what's going on. Let your arms rest at your sides. We're gonna do a nice long 90-second one today just for fun. I won't say anything for 90 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, that was about 90 seconds. I know that felt like an eternity, but I want you to reach your arms up above you. Okay, point the toes at the bottom. Give me a nice morning stretch. And maybe wriggle side to side. Make some weird noise because you don't want to get out of bed. And then roll onto one side and rest your head and face right on your hands. And take this moment just for you. Okay. And whichever arm is on top, take that hand, plant it firmly on the ground, and push yourself back up. We're going to return to where we started. Okay, back in cross-legged or lotus position. And close your eyes if you like. And we're going to take 3 deep, audible breaths. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh. All right, number 2, let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh. All right, last one here. Let's really make it count. Let's breathe in and breathe out with some sound. Oh. Let's bring our hands to namaste at our hearts. You can repeat after me. May you have clear and kind intentions. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May you have clear and kind thoughts. Down to our lips. May you have clear and kind communications. And back down to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends.